to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica, Ciccone. Hey guys, it's Andrew, and nothing takes a pass away like the future.
Oh, and hey everybody, it's Stefan. Thanks for joining us for another episode of MLVC. Today we are joined by makeup artist and hairstylist Andrew Velasquez.
Hello.
Hi, Andrew.
Oh my God. Thanks. I am so honored. This has been a long time coming. I've been a long time fan. Discovered you through COVID and the whole lockdown, and I'm a huge fan. So thank you.
And a supporter of the show as well.
Absolutely. And everybody else that's not supporting, make sure you go to their Patreon right now.
Patreon.podbean.com/MLVC podcast.
There you go.
So this isn't your first time on the show, though. You've called into our live episodes before.
Actually, yes, you're right. I did call in once, and I was able to say hello to you and Tony. And we talked about, I think, La Isla Bonita and where it was shot, the music video, and yeah, it was a quick hello. So this is my first time just being on an actual episode.
Well, I was going to say, welcome to the official recorded episode. Yes. You've made it, Andrew. You've made it.
Mama, I made it. I'm good. I'm good after this.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because for those listeners out there who don't know, we had what I'm calling
a pop culture emergency.
Mm-hmm.
This past Friday. We have got so much to discuss today, so don't just stand there. Let's get to it. It's time for a little...
This Week in Ciccone.
See, I get what I want.
Well, what a weekend we have had as Madonna fans.
Ooh.
Not only did we get the Material Gurl single, but we had a moment.
Huge.
Beyoncé released a remix of Break My Soul. It heavily features Madonna and her ever-enduring iconic song, Vogue. Beyoncé pays tribute to an array of iconic Black women artists.
Mm-hmm.
She's sampling Vogue's music. She's including Madonna's vocals. It's amazing. Andrew, what do you think of all of this? What were you doing when you heard this? And what happened? What was your response?
We were up north visiting my in-laws near Sacramento, and I got the notification on social, and I had to put it on, and I was just like freaking out. It was just incredible. It was on repeat. I mean, basically all day. Yeah. And when I got to work, it was on repeat at the salon all day, and the clients were listening to it and jamming out, and I just couldn't stop talking about it. And then last night I went to Cinespia at the Hollywood Cemetery to watch A League of Their Own.
Okay, so we will get to that. We will get to that, and we'll talk about that a little later in the show.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Don't throw too much at me. We're one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
Sorry, Stefan.
So I thought it was really smart of Beyoncé to release the single first. You could only buy it on her website. So it was like everyone had to flock and buy it, and
I fell for it. I bought it.
No, totally. I bought it in a heartbeat. I was like, I can't wait. I was like, because I think I listened to it at first. Somebody had leaked it on YouTube, and literally by the time I'd finished listening to it and started texting people, oh my God, listen to this immediately. It was already taken down.
Right.
Like they the copyright infringement
Security,
police were like, and down.
Right.
And so they slapped that down. Beyonce's got a team on her, let me tell you.
But here was the thing, though. When I downloaded it, it was like an MP3 Y2K style as a file, and I could only play it as you know what I mean, off that file. So I couldn't get it on the iTunes, and it was just like, it was a little bit of a headache, but
But it was okay because the streaming gods were in our favor, and it was on Spotify and Apple the very next day. Literally, like 7 hours later, is like, so the impatient, those of us, we were like, I will spend $1.30 and so I will download it immediately just so I can get through the night.
Absolutely.
And then by the morning, it was now on my gym playlist. So all is right with the world. But what did you think of the song? I thought, the fact that Beyoncé was using Madonna's vocals and music from that song so prominently in the single, I thought was really wonderful of Beyoncé to sort of give Madonna homage in that way of like, yes, Vogue, it's one of those iconic songs, and I'm going to include it. And I thought that was great.
I mean, just from the first note, exactly the way Vogue starts, it just gave me chills and goosebumps. And as I kept listening, the song kept getting better and better. And then halfway through, Beyonce does her version of the rap, and that I was dead. I had just like death drop, gagged, did the splits, and the backflip as well. It was amazing. Everything. I was in heaven. It was just like so. I mean, I love Beyonce as well, but I mean, Madonna's our queen, and the fact that Madonna says like, that Beyonce says, Madonna, I love you, and that she's the queen. She's giving her the major shout out as the party song Vogue is, and then she's just remaking it. It just was everything. It was so good.
Yeah, and although I have been privy to some of the stan wars that have been happening on Twitter since that remix dropped, I am not going to bring that to light on the show today because I'm not paying attention to that. That's if people want to bicker and say this person's better than this person or this person did something first,
why don't we just celebrate everyone? Like art is art. Art is art, and just women celebrating women. Like that's the most important thing.
Like let's just have fun with the fact that Beyonce, a huge artist with a kick-ass song, decided to collaborate with Madonna because obviously Beyonce and Madonna were in on that together. That is not something that Beyonce did without Madonna's permission. Right. That was something Madonna was actively involved in. You cannot just use someone's song that prominently,
especially that song,
and put Madonna as
on the title as
a collaborator on the title of the artist without Madonna knowing about it. Like her legal team knew about this. Now I know that people are going to say, "Oh wait, what happened about Kellis?" And Kellis was all upset. And this, maybe Kellis's sample was used without Beyonce knowing about it, and that was something that Pharrell did or whoever produced that song, and that was like, that happens, sure, and maybe Kellis got pissed off and whatever it is.
But you just can't please everybody, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to
Madonna was clearly involved in that,
of course,
in that decision, and I love that they're both supporting each other, and they've made a wonderful addition to that. To pop music,
it's like the summer song for 2022 now.
Totally, totally. Yeah,
I would have loved a little current vocal from Madonna. Like that would have been nice to just have, like, I don't know, her remake one of the classic lyrics from Vogue and then just kind of modernize it for 2022. Like that would have been dope too.
Yeah. Or, and I've posted about this on our Instagram already. I'm dreaming of Madonna and Beyonce surprising everyone and performing at this summer's VMAs.
I mean, that will break the internet.
Totally.
Instead of Break My Soul, it's going to be called Break the Internet.
But honestly, if they wanted to create a moment that would just like floor people, it would be Beyonce and Madonna performing that remix, and it wouldn't even have to be the whole thing. It could just be like Beyonce starts singing "Break My Soul," and then Madonna comes in halfway through, and then it goes into Vogue, and the transitions.
Or if they both rapped the Beyonce's version of the rap part. Oh my goodness!
It would be phenomenal.
Yeah,
it would be such. And I think somebody had commented on my Instagram post saying that if they opened the show, everyone else would be screwed.
Done.
No one would be focused after that.
I mean, it would make sense because Madonna's relationship with VMAs too. You know what I mean? Like that's 40 years in the game. Like they both had
the timing's right.
Yeah.
The timing's right. Beyonce's got her album out, so it would be great press for her.
Yes.
Obviously, Madonna's got Finally Enough Love.
Finally Enough Love.
Coming out, and that would be an amazing promo for her as well.
100%.
So, I mean, hopefully, I put it out into the universe.
Madonna,
come
Beyonce
on,
gods, we're here for you.
Well, and I don't know if you saw Ricardo, Madonna's social guy. He posted today. They were in a rehearsal studio, so something might be brewing.
Something's cooking.
If they were going to be performing.
I haven't been on social today, but I'm going to stalk that later.
They'd start rehearsing. It was a very simple post of them looking at a dance mirror in a rehearsal studio, and I did see David, Madonna's son, in the background. So I was like, okay, Madonna's clearly here.
Him. Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. I try not to start rumors or whatnot, but it would be fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah,
because Madonna has not performed at the VMAs she's like been at the VMAs, but she has not performed at the VMAs
Correct.
since Britney Christina. So
Right. That
it's
is the
time,
last time. And Missy, yeah.
you know. Okay, but not to be forgotten, Madonna also released a single on Friday morning prior to the pop culture emergency. She released Material Gurl, which is her collaboration with Saucy Santana.
Yeah.
We got our first listen of that song at Madonna's Pride Party, Finally Enough Love, which was the first kickoff party for the 50 Remix album. Andrew, what did you think of Material Gurl?
I loved it. It's fun. It's totally on trend with what's happening today. It kind of gave me a little bit of Beyoncé vibe as well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, just with like the whole like Vogue, the ballroom culture, like all of that kind of like.
Yeah, Saucy sort of does have that ballroom voice.
Yes, it makes you want to like Vogue for sure. And I did find out that Saucy Santana. They were a makeup artist, just like I am, when they first started their career in the industry doing people.
Well, you must have frightened Saucy away from the.
So
they were like
hope.
They were like, Andrew's just too good. I give up. I can't raise to this.
I'm sure they were great, but no, I think it was super fun. It was perfect. It was, I mean, like you said, we got that teaser, and that just made me want more. And then I want to see a music video. I think there are rumors about that. I don't even know if that's like
I believe there's a music video arriving like momentarily, and I theorize. I think it's just the footage from the performance from her Pride show. I think it's all good. Oh, absolutely. Well, because we haven't seen the professional footage from that show yet, and I thought, oh, that's a smart thing to do.
Right.
You know, save it for the video for Material Gurl, as well as because the Hung Up remix is coming at some point. We're going to get that as well. So I think that's smart. They filmed it, and
they both look gorgeous during the performance. So it would be smart to have some good quality.
That Saucy was wearing the material, like an homage to Madonna's Material Girl outfit, and and Madonna looked amazing. So
always.
But yeah, I heard some people they were like, I'm not feeling it, and I thought, really? I think it's super catchy.
I agree.
Madonna's vocals sound great. She sounds super fun. It's almost like little shades of Nikki Finn.
Honestly, her voice never ages either. I don't know if you've ever noticed other artists that have continued their careers like past 40 years, and their voice, they can sound different at times. Madonna still sounds like super youthful to me as far as like a singer, and even when she just speaks, like her vocals alone are, I don't know, but I'm a huge fan, so I mean,
it's a fun song. It's very summer appropriate. It's very like bouncy and boppy, and I think it's sort of like I'll like be doing something like monotonous, like cleaning up or making my bed, or and I'm like, I'll be singing like a material girl's not basic, and like all of a sudden it just like comes into my head out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's good for roller skating too.
Oh, yes,
so
perfect.
Hopefully they play that this time as well, and you will be there maybe.
Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
MLBC.
Well, I'm going. I mean, I'm regardless. Even if I might not win a ticket, but I've learned my lesson. Just show up.
You never know.
Just show up. I'm going to wear some Disco Fabulous outfit and be ready. I'm ready.
Do it. Do it, Stefan.
Well, so now you mentioned it a few minutes ago. I want to talk about you. So you got to attend A League of Their Own.
Yeah. It's at Sinespia at the Hollywood Cemetery, and I'm just glad that it's back open. It's outdoors. It's literally like on the lawn. You're sitting on dead people.
Wait, what's it called?
Sinespia. Yeah, Cinespia, and it's,
I see.
So it's like a monitor, and they have the hosts introduce. Gina Davis was there, and she was able to talk about her experience being on the show. The movie, and then they also brought in Abby and the cast from the new series of A League of Their Own, and then they were able to speak on their their journey and their experience and how big of a fan they were of the show. Or sorry, I keep saying show, the movie.
That's all right.
And they looked stunning. I posted on my social. It was super fun. There was a lot of Madonna fans, a lot of costumes and like the baseball like gear and hats, and they had this really rad like photo booth area with props and a backdrop.
Oh, fun.
And, then they showed our picture at the end, because of course I was bending over with a baseball bat, and they showed our picture at the end, like on the monitor with everyone's just like a slideshow. So it was great. It was fun.
And did you got to see how many episodes? 1, 2?
So we actually only saw the trailer of the series, A League of Their Own.
They didn't show an episode.
No, we saw the movie, A League of Their Own.
Oh, I see.
It's more for like, it's like that. It's like a vintage kind of, like they've shown like Showgirls before. They've shown Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like, you know, it's that kind of like vibe. It's where everyone goes and just sings and, you know, kind of.
So they showed the film A League of Their Own, and that's because I know that they just had the premiere of the series just the other day. I thought maybe that's what you had gone to.
Oh, gotcha. No. It was the film A League of Their Own.
Oh, please! I never tire seeing that movie.
It's a classic.
A League of Their Own is such a wonderful movie.
And as soon as Madonna came on, everyone just flipped out. Like it was just.
Oh, I'm sure.
Done. Yeah.
Well, Andrew, because this is your first non-live episode appearance of the show, I figured it would only be fair to give you a little segment we like to call the lightning round. So these answers are just meant to be quick, off the top of your head, wherever you're at in your Madonna journey today. Don't think too hard.
Gotcha.
Favorite Madonna song?
Favorite Madonna song? Human Nature.
Okay. Favorite Madonna music video?
Bedtime Story.
Good one. Yeah, that one is so trippy and so wonderful. It's just like it's such a different Madonna. I never get tired of watching that. Favorite Madonna tour?
Can I do 2? One that I've been to, one that I haven't?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay. I'm going to have to say the Reinvention Tour is my favorite one that I have been to, and the one that I have not been to that would have died to have gone is the Gurl Show.
Yeah, same here. I know. Yeah. I was just telling someone the other day that I'm like, that was one that I missed because I scalped a ticket and it was fake. And learned my lesson the hard way. Yeah. Favorite Madonna movie?
Let's see. I'm going to say Truth or Dare.
Which are you, Truth or Dare?
I would Dare, absolutely. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you would go down in that Evian bottle in a heartbeat.
Oh, 100%. no gag reflex whatsoever.
Favorite Madonna look, and this can be from a video, a tour, a photo shoot.
There's so many. She's a huge influence in my career and just in all of my artistry, but. I'm gonna have to say Goth Madonna. So Bedtime
Goth
Story,
Donna
like
is so good. Wait, do you mean Goth Donna with the jet black hair and the smoky eyes at the Truth or Dare movie premiere, or do you mean just
that look in general? I mean, because even like the cover of Bedtime Story, the album, she still has that like sultry eye, that smoldery look. And my favorite makeup artist, Francesca Tolo, did that, who I got to work with, and that was amazing. So she's iconic. I love all those looks. Yeah.
Bedtime Story was a great era for her. I loved sort of like that whole look it's sort of like, I think they were bordering on like trying to like almost look trashy, but it wasn't. It was like classy trash.
It was still gorgeous and glam, in her way.
Yeah, like glam, but like also like messy. But it was like intentional messy. I loved it. I mean, I agree. I can never say enough good things about Bedtime Story.
Even just little gloss like on the eyelid with that smoky eye. That for me. That was
so good. Everything. I know. I'm going to need you to do my makeup one day because
I would love to. Let's do a Madonna look on you. I got you.
That'd be so much fun. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, we were texting nonstop when that song dropped. It was just like, oh my God, what is happening?
I was dead dropping, somersaulting, backflips, all the things. Yes.
As one should.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans, all that.
Correct. Everyone, that's our show for today. Remember, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at MLVC Podcast. You can also donate to the podcast on Venmo at MLVC Podcast.
Guys,
like we said at the top of the show, think about becoming a subscriber like Andrew on Patreon, patreon.podbean.com.
Many perks.
MLVC podcast. Get your episodes before everybody else. Sometimes, if I can get them ready in time.
You're great about it. No, I
try.
appreciate it.
Andrew, tell everybody where they can find you on social.
At Andrew Velasquez _ and just my website is andrewvelasquez.com.
And you'll see a fantastic life.
Yes. Thank you so much, Stefan.
Thank you so much for dropping by, Andrew. This was great. We'll have you on again.
Sounds great. Let's do it.